We have risen from the ashes to school the masses. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 211 of the Scholars of Wrestling Show, a.k.a. the Extreme Rules Prediction Show. This is Scholar Tarek, and to my right is your reigning, defending, undisputed Scholars of Wrestling champion, Scholar Jeff. But you honestly wouldn't tell because, Jeff, where is your Scholars of Wrestling championship?
A certain douche concluded the ending of the last episode by stealing what is rightfully mine. Not mentioning any names, Scholar douche.
What better introduction than the man who, he's right, stole that said Scholars of Wrestling championship, you son of a bitch, Scholar Brian.
You got his name wrong. It's Scholar douche.
The master of douchery.
You think
that
hurts me? It actually fills me with pride that you call me that. Now
that's marketing. That's accurate marketing.
Now, okay, I'm a little tired today. A little bit of a food coma, you see, because I just came from an Italian restaurant with a very good friend of our very own Scholar Jeff.
Yes, we all saw the photos that went up over the weekend. You took the belt and you threw it in the fridge. Good job. Original.
And then I took that belt out of the fridge. I bought it to the Italian restaurant, and now it's my best friend.
Well, you know
don't
what?
worry,
you need
it's
to
being
earn your friends around here.
Don't worry about it. It's in a safe place.
This is honestly why I decided to take centerfold, because if you were in the center of this one, I think just even before the episode would start, you would have those hands around wherever your neck is.
There's a reason this is here.
Nobody knows where it is. I thought you were just going goat face.
Nobody knows where it is. That's it.
Oh, but if we did.
And there's also another reason why I'm taking centerfold in this one. If you followed our Twitter machines this week, you could have seen a heated discussion between the three of us. And it looks like the Scholars of Wrestling champion here has decided to induct the one clause of the Scholars of Wrestling Championship rules and decide to put the title on the line at Extreme Rules against only Scholar Brian.
Yes, and the reason why, just to make it completely clear, is that, again, we all know of your pedigree as a champion. We all know that you are the current holder of the Scholars in the Bank briefcase.
I am.
You got your path to the title if you so choose. So for you, this time, there's no free lunches. Right now, I'm going to give you this one and only opportunity. This is your last shot at the title as far as I'm concerned.
And that's all I wanted. As I said in our little Twitter war, if you will, over the weekend, I put it out there. Okay, I was listening to you two going back and forth last week, and all I heard is, give me a reason why I should defend the title. Why I'm not going to defend the title at Extreme Rules. Why should I defend the title at Extreme Rules? And just at the end of the show, I just couldn't take it anymore. So I grabbed it and I gave you a reason. Okay, so that's all it was. Okay,
and you know
disrespect at the time was meant. It really was.
And you know what? As much as I applaud your chutzpah, sir, you know what? Extreme rules come with extreme risk. And if you don't pull it through this time, then I'm going to call it. You're not going to get your shot again at that belt.
Well, you got to give it to him. He did take an extreme risk.
Well, there it is.
And now he has to
deal.
And
as you
will put it, he has to deal with the extreme consequences of his extreme risk.
So let's roll into this thing.
So let's go right ahead in the Scholars of Wrestling Extreme Rules Prediction Show. Let's kick it off with the kickoff match with a tables match. The New Day goes against Sanity. So let's start with the champion, Jeff. Who do you got for this match?
Sanity. They need the push. They're due. Plus, let's face it, this tables match is going to be pre-show. It's going to be a great appetizer. It's not the regular casual audience isn't going to care much who goes through tables as long as they're going through tables. And Sanity needs the rub. Therefore, I call Sanity to win.
And you know what? For this first pre-show match, I will agree. Because Sanity is brand new. I'm not counting that Usos shit. I'm not counting that this... And this is a match that is... It's basically for Sanity. A tables match for a group of guys who are coming in, acting all insane. They put them through the tables. And New Day... And I feel like New Day at this point is the team to get other teams over at this point, and Sanity needs a win to establish themselves after what the Usos did to them on SmackDown. So, yes, agreed. This needs to happen for Sanity.
And it's going to go for 3 here. I'm also going to go with Sanity, there's nothing more else what you guys said. Sanity needs the win here. And the fact that it's a table match, no member of the New Day has to be pinned on this one. So in WWE standards, New Day won't get hurt by this. Sanity hasn't had a win yet on the main roster, and they are in desperate need of a win to be taken seriously.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least that's one thing we can all agree on.
Who else was thinking that on Tuesday, when it was this 10-man tag match, it looked like Daniel Bryan was just looking into a mirror when he was wrestling Eric Young?
They always thought that Eric Young was at least like a foot taller.
You get what I'm saying here, though?
Mm-hmm.
The whole...
I do, but I never thought... I never looked at the two and was like, this is a thing.
The beard versus the beard of another wrestling brand. Goatface versus... Did he have... Youngface. Did he have a nickname? I don't know.
I don't freaking know.
There's another thing we can agree on.
I don't watch the
Tina.
I was like, did he have an... Okay. Young. Sanity. Need the win. All right, now moving on to the main show itself. Let's get started with the United States Championship. We got Jeff Hardy defending against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Talking about people who need a win.
Let's go with you, Brian. Who is your prediction in this one?
Needs to be Shinsuke. Needs to be this heel turn already for me is not working. The storyline with AJ Styles didn't work for me, as everybody who watched this show knows. It did not. I still think it did nothing for Shinsuke, but that's just me. We've gone over it too many times to count. But for me, he needs a title. He needs a title now, and heel out on Jeff Hardy, get that title, and have Shinsuke have a run as the United States champion. And a Shinsuke Nakamura United States Championship run with the character he's playing now could be great money for WWE. So I want it, and I want it at Extreme Rules.
I'm gonna go with Shinsuke Nakamura as well, because in all honesty, I think he was supposed to win the title pre-dog bite. Shinsuke really needs something. Like what Brian said, he needs something from this heel turn. And if he loses another title match, even if it is the mid-card title, it would just hurt him in the long run. And as of right now, Jeff Hardy's not really doing much with the United States Championship to begin with. Maybe it's just because of his injured leg or whatnot. But I feel Shinsuke definitely needs the win here.
As much as I love a good Shinsuke match, I feel like, yes, he does need the title. Yes, he does deserve the title. But I'm not convinced it's going to happen at Extreme Rules. I feel like it's just not the right time. If there's one thing that Shinsuke Nakamura is used to doing, as known for in the modern day, it's elevating mid-card titles, making them mean something. So I think that they're going to let this go for another month, put him in some sort of stipulation at SummerSlam, give them these guys a good platform. Shinsuke can go, Jeff Hardy can go. Give these guys a much bigger platform. Make this a big part of a bigger angle, and give Shinsuke Nakamura the strap at SummerSlam. But for now, I'm calling Jeff Hardy to retain.
It's kind of disappointing to hear you say that, especially with.
I didn't expect that to be one of the ones we differed on.
Well, what is life if not full of surprises? Full of surprises.
And you would know about the surprise of the century.
All right.
God, you could just
feel
the tension between them, and I'm just loving every second of it. That's why that's why I'm going to take the back seat on this one. I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah, whatever.
So
next
we have quite possibly the most worthless match on the card, in my opinion. We got Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin, and this is a copy paste of what Daniel Bryan and Big Cass apparently was supposed to be. I see this match actually continuing on to SummerSlam, and the only way to really have that is I'm going to pick Baron Corbin to win this one, but it's obviously going to be some kind of shenanigans on this to keep this feud going and actually hopefully gain some meat out of this.
I'm going to go with Finn Balor, basically because Baron Corbin has a pinfall victory over Finn Balor. Finn Balor got the better of Baron Corbin in a segment. So this match is worthless. Nobody cares about this match.
I feel like this match should be on the pre-show.
And really what I'm doing, I'm just gonna be that guy. Who do I like more? Finn Balor. So there you go.
Why are we just now agreeing on things? Okay, seriously, Finn Balor, this whole thing reads to me as just a layover until either one of these guys can move on to something bigger, or at least more appropriate for both of them. Another thing I agree with you on, this one really should have been on the pre-show instead of New Day versus Sandy in a friggin' tables match.
At Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
Yeah, we're so extreme, only our pre-show is extreme.
I wouldn't say that just yet, but before we get there, let's go on to the Raw Tag Team Championship with the Deleters of Worlds versus the B Team. B meaning best. All right, Fool, who do you have on this one?
The Deleters of Worlds. They're due. The setup clearly reflects this. And let's face it, do we really see the B Team, as for all their build and all their time they've been getting, do we really see them legitimately winning the tag titles? The answer is no. No, we do not. Got nothing more to say. Bray and Matt retain.
We are definitely in an episode of The Twilight Zone because once again,